How you doing, YouTube? This is Stash, the forbidden, mysterious vlogger, the Fortean vlogger tonight. I am inspired because I got some fan questions. Once in a while I do. This channel is growing in popularity, my friends, if you can believe it. On one of the YouTubes I made about the Paulding lights in Michigan, that mystery, I got a response from an excellent viewer. And we rapped back and forth a little bit. He said, those aren't cars, these lights. So this has inspired me to go through a list. Actually, I'm going to do probably a couple of these lists, but I'm going to go through, and if they're verifiable hoaxes, I'll say it. But I'm just going to bring up them, and, I'll sort of take my time, take some notes. I want to hear back from people. A lot of these are North America stuff. Weird stuff. Sightings of creatures, I guess they call it cryptozoology or Bigfoot type of scenarios, and locations. Okay, so mysterious, creepy phenomena, locations, sightings of creatures, the stuff that they talk about on the endless shows. But I'm gonna do a long list of them and get back to me. Okay, get back to me. All right. I might do my first live thing or first preview one, if anybody cares about this stuff. Okay, so I've got my list here. So the first one is a site one. Okay, Mystery Hill. Has anybody heard of Mystery Hill over in Salem, New Hampshire? It is known as the American Stonehenge. Okay, so I've seen some sites that are saying that this is debunked and it's just farmers working on it, but it doesn't really look like it to me. It looks legit to me, pretty much. It looks old to me, and yet some of the photographs it doesn't. So it's puzzling. Have you been up there? Do you know what I'm talking about? There's also a controversy as to, is the Stonehenge, I believe it's known as a archaeological site, that during the summer solstice, winter solstice, and so forth, it's involved with stargazing, and I think they just recently found some 5,000-year-old bones and whatnot there. Let me know what you think of that. What do you think of the ley line theory? Does the Earth like acupuncture channels? Does it have certain points that accumulate energy along these ley lines? I've certainly thought I felt a lot of chi and energy, particularly in Times Square. As a matter of fact, on the Starbucks on 42nd Street, next time you're in there in line, tell me if you feel some chi energy. Okay, this is wacky, alright? Do you live in a trailer park? This is not a dig on like rednecks or something. Why is there so many Fortean weird phenomenon in trailer parks? Not just tornadoes and stuff. Why is it so screwed up? Why is there so many Bigfoot sightings in trailer parks, UFO sightings? Is it just that people get hammered? Do they get wasted? What's up with that? Do you live in one? Have you seen stuff? Okay, Bigfoot. As far to the best of my knowledge, still the best footage and/or pictures of Bigfoot is the 1967 shot by this guy of the one when he's kind of like walking. Hollywood guys took a look at it at the time, and biologists took a look at it. Apparently, they're saying it's not looking like it's faked. Do you think that film looks fake? I'm not going to give my opinion now. What do you think? What do you think? Have you seen better footage? And there are nationwide, North America, and I think Canada is the Wendigo Sasquatch phenomena. Bigfoot isn't the only one. Apparently, there's Momo. That's Missouri Momo. Have you seen Momo? What's up with that? Ape-like type massive creatures that walk upright, that look kind of like a dude, but they're Bigfoot. Are you a Bigfoot fan? I've been for a long time. I guess we all have. There's the Bogey Creek creature. There was a motion picture about that one. Have you seen that movie? Did it suck or was it awesome? I think that was a pretty successful film. Okay, so this is not beyond dispute. There's some weird occult stuff that is not really disputed. But basically, the nationwide, worldwide, the ancients built ramparts and fortifications, trenches, labyrinths that were designed to repel invasions by demons and the dead. I know in Asia, they have some photographs of, or and still in some places they believe that after a dear one has departed, or a friend or an enemy, there's a certain period of time where some people still think there's some pushback, some blowback from that, and so they're careful. So I did a vlog on the Bagua Mara that sort of protects against that energy. There's also no question some mysterious fertility magic, like the Washington Monument itself is of course an obelisk. It's a phallic thing. Can I say that on YouTube? Phallic. The Oval Office. Fertility magic is huge, and it's just most people just don't pay it any attention. But that's why we have a giant obelisk everywhere. They have, I think, they have multiple meanings, and they obviously have impressive energy. If you pick up on that side of things. Okay, one of the coolest things is how about the huge effigy, not exactly effigy mounds, but drawings, or I think sometimes there's dead buried there, or symbols that can only be seen from high ground or an aircraft. I mean, and they're huge. And I think in certain areas they've drawn over there. I wish I didn't take a note on some of the sites that are there, but they're impressive. There's one that absolutely looks like an alien ears or whatever. It's really really huge. I think they in Europe they caught there's a distinct possibility that the Germans either they were doing a high form of magic, that there were Schwarz stickers. Of course, we know that some of them is not all malevolent. They're an Aryan Indian symbol, Tibetan symbol, and other cultures use it. But this World War II is for nasty stuff. There is let me see. There's a I think there's one on the Allied side or somewhere that also was pretty darn there's one that I'll leave it in the liner notes. There's one that they found from the sky that just says EIRE, Erie or something like that. Gigantic, and they found it by mistake when there's a fire. That, I would have to say, can't be debunked really, and I do believe it has to do with some type of ceremonial magic. Okay. Have you heard about the so-called rambling or moving rocks of Death Valley? Okay, I'll leave that in line notes. It's bizarre. You just see it on a trail. I think it's been explained. I'm not so sure that I'm satisfied with the explanation. I'm going to go into that, all right, from my premiere freaking YouTube on this stuff, all right? How about, have you heard from Coast to Coast AM on one of those shows about the unexplained heavy tombstones that have been moved? I mean, like up to 400 miles and stuff like that. Okay, so the Loch Ness Monster you've heard, it's Aleister Crowley's house at Loch Ness is up there, and then in the lake there's the Nessie, which is as famous, if not more famous than Bigfoot. But so you've all heard of that, but I guess there's apparently in North America versions of the same thing has been cited. What do you think of that? Is that just a load of bunkum? There's one, the Ogopogo, the Okapo monster. Sorry. I freaking let you down with that one. Lake Okangan. Okay. I don't even know if that's up in Canada. I'll have to read. Alright, sorry. Hey, it's free. Okay. um, oh, alright, this is a good one. The Dover Demon. It's not Dover, Delaware. It's not the Cliffs of Dover. It's the Dover Demon spotted allegedly in Needham, Mass by a Mr. Baxter, 1977. Have you heard of that sighting? What's up with that? Has that been cleared? Have they done a movie about that? I'm available, Hollywood, if you want me to play the gentleman who saw the Dover Demon. I'm up for that. EVP, do you believe in that phenomena? You've seen it on the cable ghost shows. Is it BS? I don't think so myself. I haven't been debunked on that one. I saw a show last night on that, and it seems to be impressive. And also some quote unquote amateur peoples are out there a lot doing this stuff. I have been on some of those jaunts myself. I'll get into that another time. The raining frogs thing. That is apparently that's legit. Have you been anywhere where frogs have landed on your head, or tiny fish, locusts? Have you been hit one of that's all legit? Okay. Absolutely, one of the most fantastic is. Are you from Ohio? Have you witnessed the Serpant Mound? That is absolutely incredible. What is behind that? What creates that? Is that a natural phenomenon? Was it created by indigenous peoples? Okay, UFOs. The Roswell, New Mexico one. Do you buy that? Did you hear the part about the ruins on the ship, the symbol writings? The one I want, if anybody's heard of follow up, the two E's together, or the two E's and 2 3 symbol. That was pretty wild. I think that was from a woman from England. What's her name? Miss Gale. Oh shoot! All right, I'll have to follow up on that. But the two E's and 2 3's, I'll get back to you on that. Also, the Kenneth Arnold 1947 sighting. I don't know. The drawing of the UFO looks like a boomerang. I don't know. It's a very famous sighting. I know. Sorry, I didn't like the picture of it. Do you believe Mr. Arnold? He was a military man. I don't know. UFOs. Have you seen them? Have you had a legit sighting? I thought I saw something in Phoenix myself. I wasn't there for the Phoenix Light. I know that the actor Kurt Russell is a pilot, and there's an interesting story about he's the one who phoned in one of the most significant Phoenix Lights sightings. What do you think of that? Is it military? Are they hot air balloons? Or is that just a cop-out? Have you seen one? A lot of them are explained by rocketry, of course. And that spooks civilians often. But I have talked to people who live near the Groom, not exactly the Groom Lake. Yeah, Area 51, have been down there, and different other air bases that have reported it. What can I say? I've definitely seen some weird celestial phenomena, and witnessed a lot of strange aircraft, but they are accounted for. I have some further experiences that I will share myself, though, and I want to hear from you guys. Okay, so, but again, sorry, some of the drawings, some of the photos of the UFOs, I don't know. Now, some of the stories are definitely really intriguing. Can't really be that easily debunked. What do you guys think? And I'm particularly interested in the sightings of UFOs near nuclear power plants, nuclear weapons. That seems very interesting. The Cardiff Giant. Giants are a big Fortean subject. The Cardiff Giant was proved to be a hoax. Are there any legitimate giant bones findings or sightings of creatures like that? Is that have you seen? Have you got anything on the Giants? The Peterson brothers case. I don't know if that was debunked. All right, cattle mutilation. Is it what? What is it? Is it just vandalism? Is it UFOs? Is it the others? Is it the entities? Or is it, are those really nasty? Is it cattle competition, business ones? I don't think so. I'll leave in the liner notes a good book on that. And yet there could be something to it. Okay, were there any non-native indigenous American peoples prior to Christopher Columbus? Like, there's some petroglyphs that are Chinese or alleged to be. There's been some hoaxes with that are Roman and or Hebrew writing, Latin sayings. I think some of that's been proven hoax. Some not necessarily have. I think up in Rhode Island there's some massive Viking or ruins that haven't quite been debunked. What do you guys think? Okay. And why are there so many burial mounds and mini mounds around the country? Are they specifically just American Indians or Native Americans, or are they both? Is there one above the other, or are they just, as the above board acceptable scientists say, they're just purely Native American? As my understanding, there's an incredible amount of controversy around that for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but I personally think that we should be living the life that the Native Americans laid out, and be living in their way. We should. I think their way of life, their medicine, a lot of their stuff they did was superior in certain, not every aspect, but not the humans and animal sacrifice and that kind of stuff, but the connection to nature is awesome. All right, the Norsemen with the Vikings things. Yes. Dogtown. Have you heard of that one? There was a mysterious murder up there, and it's just a weird place in Gloucester, Massachusetts. Dogtown has these stones with words like kindness, goodness, hard work. That's that all for my first list section. Just bear with me. All right, bear with me. Oh, the intent, Intaglios. What do I mean by that? The Nazca lines. Okay. The Mystic Maze of Topeka, Arizona. Where did I get that? So these ideas are definitely outside the norm of your typical news. The Nelson Triangle site. Anybody hear of that? The devotion to Sirius and the battle between Sirius and Orion. There certainly is some major areas where there are zodiacs located, presumably being connected to the Freemasonic theme. There's a huge one at the train station, the Penn Station, not Penn Station, the other station. in New York City, Grand Central, brought by Carnegie, a huge zodiac. Next time you go, check out the ceiling. The Boston Public Library and numerous sites in Washington having the most zodiacs in probably the world, above the most giant ones, I guess. 23 Skidoo. That was a thing. What's the 23? The movie 23 with the comic there whose name escapes me. My brain is going tonight. Petroglyphs. There was a man who claimed that he talked to the great god Pan. Yes. What other Charles Fort? Incidentally, this is all inspired by him. Okay. Oh, I'm almost done, guys. The golden plates of the angel Moroni. Did Joseph Smith, the founder of the Mormon religion, find some ancient plates? I don't know if the originals are missing or something like that. If you're a Mormon and you're not insulted by me including you within this Fortean list, I don't mean to be offensive. I don't understand that aspect of your religion. And Bigfoot. Why are Bigfoot sightings always occurring when by women who are having their menstrual period? And why are so many sightings of UFOs and Bigfoot things happen when people are making out? Making out in the trailer parks, that would be double dangerous. Yeah, almost there. Again, this was inspired by the gentleman who hit me up on the Paulding lights. Have you guys? Oh, there's a Kazakhstan pentagram that you can see on Google. I will try to leave that in the liner notes. I made a video of that somewhere. Have you seen any? What's the deal behind the rods thing? On Coast to Coast, that was really interesting. Have you seen any phenomena? What are they? Just giant bacteria? Are they military as well? I was intrigued by the rods. Oh, the Marquis de Lafayette theory that there's just a lot of weird things that happen. Because his name, the etymology of his name, the Fay and Fay has to do with death. Morgan Le Fay, the character from King Arthur. The streets, Lafayette Street was where the plan for the Kennedy assassination was involving with in New Orleans. The Hopewell ceremonial earthworks. Do you live near there? Oh, the tremendous. This is not really. That's not like the crop circles, which I believe. Do you believe in crop circles, or have they been debunked? All right, I laid out too many stuff in this one. I will follow up on some of the mistakes I've made on this one, I suppose. So if you've caught any of this long list of Fortean stuff that I mentioned, and you believe them not to be a hoax, or you've got more information on them, then it's time to hit me up, because we just can't depend on other YouTubes. We have to do this on my YouTube. No, I didn't mean to say it that way. No, we must discuss this Fortean stuff where we still can. Well, there's still a First Amendment. It is an enjoyable subject. Hope I did not offend anybody with this strangeness, high strangeness. Let me know what you think. And Mystery Hill, I'm interested in that one. Is that it? The real American Stonehenge, or is it just some farmers from the 1800s, 1700s, whatever? All right. Good night. Good luck. Good night. This has been Stosh. Thanks to the gentleman who gave me the shout on the Paulding lights. Oh, there's also spooky light phenomena around. Is that just swamp gas? Are all UFOs swamp gas? What do you think of the Men in Black? Is that a load of crap? Or have you seen one? Are you a man in black? If you're a man in black, hit me up with some comments, alright? Reveal some of this stuff to us regular people. Alright, take it easy. God bless you guys.